In this video, I'm going to show you how to make pictures move in CapCut using two easy methods: custom movement with keyframes and instant movement with built-in animations. If you've ever wanted to add motion to a photo, create a zoom effect, make an image slide across the screen, or build a more dynamic edit, this is the tutorial for you. And if you find this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more CapCut tutorials just like this. Let's jump right in. First, open CapCut and start a new project, or open the project you're already working on. Once you're inside the editor, go to your Media tab and drag the picture you want to animate onto the timeline. This is the image you'll be moving around, so make sure it's placed on the main video track and visible in the preview window. Now let's start with method 1, which is custom movement using keyframes. This method gives you complete control over the exact direction, timing, speed, and size of your image movement. It's the best option if you want something more precise and professional looking. To begin, move the playhead, that vertical line on your timeline, to the exact moment where you want the movement to start. This starting point matters because it tells CapCut when the animation should begin. Once the playhead is in the right spot, click on the image in the preview window and drag it to its starting position. You can place it in the center, off to the side, in the corner, or anywhere you want it to begin. Next, look over to the top right settings panel. Make sure you're in the video section, then basic, and find position and size. Right next to that option, you'll see the diamond icon. That diamond is your keyframe button. Click it to add your first keyframe. As soon as you do that, CapCut will mark the clip on your timeline, showing that the starting position has been saved. Now move the playhead forward to the point where you want the motion to end. This could be 2 seconds later, 5 seconds later, or even longer, depending on the effect you want. The farther apart your keyframes are, the slower the movement will feel. The closer they are together, the faster the picture will move. Once you've moved the playhead to the ending point, drag the picture in the preview window to its new location. You can move it left, right, up, or down. If you also want to zoom in or zoom out, use the scale slider under position and size. CapCut will automatically create the second keyframe for you. Now your picture will smoothly move from the first position to the second position. If you want the image to pause in one place before moving again, you can add another keyframe at a later point without moving the image at all. That creates a stop and hold effect, which is great for tutorials, storytelling, or creating more natural motion. You can also keep adjusting the position, rotation, and scale by adding more keyframes along the timeline. This gives you a lot of creative control and lets you build custom motion paths exactly the way you want. A helpful tip here is to preview your animation after adding keyframes. If the movement feels too fast, spread the keyframes farther apart. If it feels too slow, bring them closer together. Small adjustments can make a big difference in how smooth and polished the final result looks. Now, let's move on to method 2, which is using CapCut's built-in animations. This is the fastest way to make pictures move if you don't want to manually place keyframes. It's perfect for quick edits, social media content, and simple motion graphics. Select your image on the timeline, then go to the top right menu and click on the Animation tab. Inside here, you'll see several animation categories. The first one is In, which controls how the picture enters the screen. For example, you might choose Slide Right, Fade In, or another entrance effect to make the image appear more dynamically. The second category is Out, which controls how the picture leaves the screen. This is useful if you want the image to disappear in a smooth or dramatic way at the end of the clip. The third category is Combo, or Loop, which adds continuous motion throughout the clip effects, like pendulum, wave, or zoom, can make the picture keep moving without any extra keyframing. Once you choose an animation, look for the duration slider at the bottom of the menu. This is important because it controls how fast or slow the movement happens. If you want a quick, snappy effect, shorten the duration. If you want a softer, smoother movement, increase the duration. Take a second to experiment, because even the same animation can feel totally different depending on the speed. One of the best things about CapCut is that you can combine both methods. For example, you can use keyframes for custom position changes, then add an animation for the entrance or exit that gives your picture movement more depth and makes your edit look more advanced. So to recap, if you want full control, use keyframes. If you want fast and easy movement, use the Animation tab. Both methods work great, and once you practice them a few times, moving pictures in CapCut becomes really simple. If this tutorial helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next CapCut tips and editing tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.